If you had asked me a year ago where I would be, I would probably say in a typical college having a normal first semester. The real answer couldn't be further away. My entire life, I lived in a small town of Springfield, Pennsylvania, and I'd never been away from home for more than a week. So of course, I jumped at the opportunity to leave the United States and spend my first semester in Thessaloniki, Greece. When I first arrived in Thessaloniki, I had no idea what to expect. When I got here, I was shocked at how different it was from my home. It was sunny all the time, and I had the world's second longest boardwalk a block away from my new home. I loved taking walks along the water, exploring the shops around Aristotle Square, or just observing the locals on the boardwalk. I spent most of my time at the American College of Thessaloniki, where I took interesting and engaging classes. When I wasn't in class, I traveled to as many different places as I could. I explored the beautiful beaches of Halkidiki, the port city of Kavala, and the towering monasteries in Meteora. I visited the historical sites of Athens and Delphi on a school trip and explored the Acropolis and the ancient center of the universe. I took the breathtaking climb to the top of Mount Olympus. This was definitely a highlight of my trip and one of the most difficult and worthwhile things that I've ever done in my life.
I put it towards me in that moment. We don't care if the radio's broken. So groove in the moonlight.
Another big part of NUin was the service learning component. I worked with several volunteer groups to provide and sort clothes and necessities for the Syrian refugees. Because I was in Greece, I decided to take advantage of my location and travel to other countries. Over fall break, 3 of my friends and I took a trip through Eastern Europe to Prague and Budapest. In Prague, I explored museums, Prague Castle, and beautiful churches. We explored the city's many hidden gems and streets on both sides of the Charles Bridge. In Budapest, I learned about Hungary's history during the communist occupation at the House of Terror Museum. We swam in thermal baths, explored the Fisherman's Bastion, and explored what the city had to offer.
So groove in the moonlight. Just me and you tonight.
I was also able to visit Brussels over a weekend break right after midterms, which was a lot of fun. I was able to use my limited French to communicate in the city, and exploring the areas around the square gave me a deeper appreciation for being in Europe. Visiting these cities has given me a broader view of the world, and I was able to see the similarities and differences between American and European life. Each city had its own uniqueness, and now I have a deeper appreciation for the cultures in Europe. Although my time in Thessaloniki is almost over, I am so thankful for everything I experienced here. Before I boarded the plane to Greece, I was a different person. After living here for 3 months, I can say that Thessaloniki will always be a home to me. Now it's time for the next part of my journey, life at Northeastern. I can't thank the NUin program enough for pushing me out of my comfort zone and making me into the person I am today.